voice in the ceiling. All of us around one table, black champagne, but how could I know? Was too young to see the time was fleeting. And I'm happy, but I don't feel real. Standing in front of what's now a picture frame. And I'm in a good place, but I just can't breathe over the thought that it will be like that again. Be like that again.
고생했어요.
그죠. 진짜요?
네, 보통 이제 중국산 일반적으로 많이 쓰시거든요.
네. 원가가 너무 비싸지 않으세요, 선생님? 나요?
네. 조금 더 끝까지 채워주셔도 될 것 같아요. 네, 더 부으셔도 되고, 네, 되셨어요.
The summer came for us and showed us what we lost. And I'm writing to myself about things you said, about things you said. The slowness creeps towards my feet within the light the morning brings to clean the remnants of a dream. Shadows you cannot see, I brush aside. You're on my mind this week. The lows are deep. I fall into the refuge that is sleep. There's nothing in my view but images of you 1,000 times. The summer came for us and showed us what we lost. I'm writing to myself about the things you said, about the things you said. Oh.